Hello, everybody. I'm the Sonic Arrow, and business is complete. I took care of what I needed to. And, I was thinking about it. We talked to Gundam, and he told us about pumpkin seeds and how you need to wash them, bake them, peel off the little skin layer, which is true, by the way. And he feeds it to his 4 Dark Devas of Destruction. But, I was thinking about it, and aren't pumpkins technically a fruit? No, actually. They're a gourd, and gourds are not fruits. Technically, pumpkins have seeds, but they're not fruits. And that's weird and wacky. So, whatever that means. But I know sunflower seeds are pretty good. So, but we need to find our next Pokemon. So, I will let's go over to the random number generator. All right, let's generate that number from 1 to 493. 388. What does that give us? Let's find out. Huh, that gives us a Grottle, which means we get a Turtwig. Alright, well, we can also evolve Turtwig. So let's see if Turtwig evolves or if it dies immediately after catching it. Okay, it evolves. That would have been embarrassing. And I think they all evolve at level 36. 36? So Tortwig actually evolves at level 18 and into Torterra at level 32. So, weird. But let's get back into the game now. We've done our housekeeping for this episode, and we can catch one more Pokemon. So, with a depressingly heavy mood riding on our backs, we head back to our cottages. My worries are piled so high that one side just isn't enough. And the more I think about it, like I'm slowly being sucked deeper and deeper into an endless pit. I guess for today I should just go to sleep. It's best if I not dwell on it too much. But after that, first thing in the morning, I need to go to hospital and skin. Kept telling myself that as I sighed one last time, and slowly closed my eyes. Out of the blue, a hazy scene began to take shape. From the depths of my consciousness, it slowly took its time, hazily, like watercolor paint suspended in water. Slowly, hazily. There was a classroom from somewhere. A classroom that I've seen before, but I don't know where. I can hear voices. Somebody's talking. Did you hear? Isn't it amazing? Apparently he's been accepted into Hope's Peak Academy. But was he that exceptional? Those are noises. I'm dully staring out the window, pretending not to listen. I don't want to listen, but even if I don't want to listen, the noises leap into my ears. Huh? You don't know? Huh? Know what? Apparently you don't have to be exceptional to get into Hope's Peak Academy. But it's an academy that recruits only exceptional students from around the world, right? I wanted to cover my ears. I wanted to run. To the place I deserve to be. Not here. To the place where I can be more confident. Wow, I never knew that way was possible. So he's the same too? Obviously. I mean, he doesn't have any special talents that Hope Speak Academy would be interested in. He's just a normal guy who can be found anywhere. Well, admiring the academy is free, but it must be tough for the parents who have to write the check. I need to fill my cup again. Leave me alone. I just want to become someone who's confident in myself. What is this, anyway? Who are they talking about? Why can't I remember? Who am I? Did you know that talking about a personal failure is a good way to break the ice when meeting new people? So, I'm going to tell you my story of personal failure. In the wild world I live in, popularity is a symbol of power. That's why I decided to write a fake love letter to myself so I could brag about it to others. I was bragging about it to my friend, but unfortunately, all I had was an envelope. When my friend wanted me to show him the unwritten letter, I was in a real bind. So I showed him a blank piece of paper and said this. The letter was written with special ink. Only those chosen by God can see it. Pooh! When I said that, he was all, that love letter is brimming with passion. However, things started looking bad at that point. The other people around us started praising him because they thought he really could read the letter. That's when he started hogging everyone's attention as a divine messenger of God, and eventually he was worshipped by his society. Now he uses his followers to sell shady vases for a quick buck. Next to my big mouth, he became a multi-millionaire. How regretful! What an epic fail! That was my story of personal failure. What did you think of it? Is the ice broken? Since you listen to me, want to buy this vase? It's in pretty high demand, but I'll give you a deal on it because I like you so much. Hmm. It's morning, huh? But for some reason, my body's heavy. No, not just heavy. It's somewhat soft and really hot. Wait a minute. Cyanosis again! How, Hajime's gone limp. Please get hold of yourself. He regained consciousness? Oh, I'm so glad. I thought you died from suffocation. Mikon, why are you here? The Monokuma announcement hasn't aired yet. Now that you mention it. How, I came here to wake you up, but it seems like I accidentally fell asleep. Well, what kind of accident is that? But good news. You see, Nagato's condition is stabilized. Really? And I rushed over to let you guys know, but Fihiko's room was locked, so... Oh yeah, my lock is still broken. Thanks, Ibuki. Anyway, please hurry over. Nagato can probably be saved. Yeah, got it. I quickly got dressed and headed over to the hospital with Mikon. Although I did wonder why it was necessary to be so pumped up for someone like Nagito. Oh well, best not to think about it. Oh god. Nagito is in his patient room. Please hurry and see how he's doing. How in the hell did we get in that situation again? What do you want? Nothing. There I saw Nagato, who managed to sit up in his bed. Nagato, can you hear me? Hajime came by to see how you were doing. The twin Ibukis are singing. I see, Ibuki must have been a twin duo. The Veronicas. Is he supposed to be cured? It's not like he's completely cured. He was just able to recover from his critical condition. They were utilizing their characteristic as twins and they've been taking turns appearing before me, which means there are actually 17 people on this island. The Veronicas, that's the answer. After seeing this, it might be better if he stayed quiet for just a little bit longer. But I'm so glad. I'm so relieved to see Nagato regain consciousness. I'm so glad! I feel dizzy. Somehow everything is spinning around me. Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then, if you insist, I'll use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead. Yeah, I'll do that. Then, even though it's the morning, good night. Mikan wobbled around a bit, then left the room. She's definitely exhausted. Well, it's understandable. I mean, she fell asleep when she was supposed to come wake me up. All alone with Hajime, huh? Can't stand being in the same room as you. Don't worry, I'm leaving. You should focus on curing that crappy disease of yours. Yeah, hurry up and go away. I don't want to see your face anymore. That's a lie. The morning Monokuma announcement should be starting soon. I should wait at the lobby for the transmission. Huh? The surveillance camera unit's light is blinking. That's weird. It's not transmission time yet. Uh-oh, Spadudios. The light's blinking. It receives some sort of transmission from the other side, right? That's pretty early. We haven't received the Monokuma announcement yet. Might be something urgent, though. So there's no way I can make them wait until Fuihiko gets here. Alright, even if it's just me, I should receive the transmission. Reach my hand and press the reception button on the surveillance camera unit. Huh? Upon first glance, I immediately knew it wasn't a normal video. A slowly swaying dim light is shining on the black curtains. It felt like some sort of ritual was about to begin. Is this light from a candle? What was creepy as well was a rope hanging from the ceiling. The end of the rope was tied in a loop, and beneath it there was a stepladder. It was like a gallows. Well, what is this? I didn't understand at all. What was going on at the music venue? And that's when it happened. The moment I saw a silhouette slowly entering the frame from the side of the screen. Chills ran down my spine, as if someone was dragging ice on me. A person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head. What the? As I raised my voice in surprise, the person in the hospital gown slowly started moving. And began climbing the stepladder. Slowly, they took their time climbing it. They reached over to the top rope hanging from the ceiling. Are you kidding me? And at that moment... Huh? The screen suddenly went pitch black, probably because the candle, the only source of light, had gone out. Hey! No matter what I said, there was no response from the darkness on the other end of the monitor. What the heck is this? What's going on? What in the world is going on? No, it doesn't matter. I have to do something about this. Am I still able to make it? Need to hurry over to the music venue. Rushed out of the hospital and ran over to the music venue where the transmission was made. Just now, that was a morning Monokuma announcement. Fuihiko should be arriving here shortly. No, I don't have time to wait for him. I've got to get to the music venue. Please let me make it. I rushed to the music venue with a prayer in my heart. But I completely forgot. Prayer means nothing on this island. I was too late. What the hell is this? In the hot air inside the music venue, I couldn't keep myself from shouting. Hot air? Why is it so hot? What is this strange hot air inside the music venue? No, now's not the time to worry about that. More importantly, why isn't anyone coming? What is everyone doing here? The body discovery announcement? That's right, there hasn't been an announcement yet. That's why nobody's noticed. Then I need to hurry and let the others know. From here, the motel is close by. There should be a lot of able-bodied people who can help me there. I should hurry. I ran to the motel as fast as I could, trying desperately not to trip over my own feet. Hey, somebody get out here! As soon as I arrived at the motel, I started shouting for help as loud as I could. I was wondering who was making such an infernal racket, so it was you. Gundam, something awful has happened. Don't tell me. Do you intend to spread the pathogenic bacteria so you can take us all down with you? If you want to pass, you must defeat me first. What happened? Is there a problem? Fighting's not allowed. It's worse than trouble. There's a body. Huh? Didn't you hear me? A body was found. Body? Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagato in order to confuse us all? Hold on. Hajime, is that true? Of course it is. Isn't it obvious? Chiaki, you have seen Nagato's condition, yes? Then this fiend has the same symptoms as him. There's no way we shouldn't check it out. Because if Hajime is telling the truth, that means it happened again, right? A killing? If that's true, we need to check it out. If that is the case, I will not stop you. And you fiends go on ahead. No need to worry. I will catch up with you easily. That sounds like famous last words. Chiaki, can you go? Yeah, it's better if we hurry, right? It was a suicide. Hajime. Mikan, why are you here? Perfect timing. Please help us, Hajime. Help us? Hajime, someone's coming from over there. Hajime and Chiaki, what are you guys doing here? Fuihiko, why are you here too? Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Ibuki. Looking for Ibuki? I was planning to rest in the on-call room, but I wanted to check on everyone before I did that. And Ibuki's missing from the hospital all of a sudden. Huh? So what Hajime was saying earlier. Everyone, let's hurry. Hurry where? To the music venue. Don't ask, just follow me. Music venue? Is Ibuki going to be there? That explains the strands of hair. My wound isn't completely healed yet. Don't make me run too much. Is Ibuki inside here? The only way to know is to go inside and confirm. If that hanged body is really Ibuki. Let's go. I clenched my teeth and reached my hand toward the door. Huh? What the heck? Why is it locked? That doesn't make sense. I mean, I was able to go through here just a few minutes ago. But then, why don't we try from another entrance? This is the only entrance to the music venue. There isn't even a window we can go through. But why is it locked? I don't understand myself, but if it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. When that's going to be possible. Of the four of us, two of us are girls, you know? Doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready? Set? Go! As Hiko signaled, we charged the door full force. Bam! Oh, the door moved. Maybe it'll open easily after all. Yeah, even with two girls here. Alright, one more time. At Hiko signal, we charged on the door one more time. Slam! It was like a live performance that just ended. The moment of silence just before the audience breaks out in thunderous applause. And a few minutes after that silence, a scream surfaced. There wasn't just a hanged body. There was also another body, a suspended body, belonging to Hiyoko. What? Right, one for each. Two body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with the hemp bag on its head, Hiyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this? Hiyoko, and who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag? Two victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hiyoko's body. I only saw the hanged body over there. No, not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? Well, what is this? Impossible, 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 impossible! It's impossible for killings to happen on this island. Idiot. But now we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad. But what about preserving the scene of the crime? Who fucking cares about that? There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Fujihiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. With the motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? Ibuki. Ugh. Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikon. No matter how I feel, the one at fault is... Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something. So you finally showed up, the root of all evil. How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone? What the hell is going on here? Ibuki and Hiyoko? So two people have been killed. Well there, that's not all. I've also some of the others who are at the hospital. The others? Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. I can't believe it. They did such a horrible thing. Nagato, Akane, are you okay? Huh? Of course. What do you mean, of course? Are you talking about the disparities? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. For that silly reason? And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. What the heck? That's impossible! How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is it's already been cured. So, let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual. But we're going to get the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again? We have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two, then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this? Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed. Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Huh? That's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about. Are you okay? Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about. Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe? Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best. I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it? I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right? Then I'll leave that to you. Then let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this, once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two's sake, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while. But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. Seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue in a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma first. Monokuma file first. There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was a blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. No! It appears her death was instant. What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So, I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven. So, the truth behind this case. That's what I think. Seriously, I'd prefer if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. I think it was another murder-suicide. Because in the last game, we had Sakura, who committed suicide. I think this time maybe Ibuki killed Hiyoko and then committed suicide or something? Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. But on the soles... Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope. Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up. That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's coincidence. There's blood on the stepladder, tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder Ibuki used in the video I saw. Isn't that a bloodstain? Look, there's a bloodstain around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko's on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Stepladder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The candle. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. Candle this huge must be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used normal stage lighting. The hemp bag on her head was hanging from the ceiling. But why does she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? That hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monobi decal on the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. It's a rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact the music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means it was obtained from the supermarket. Did the killer bring it from there? It means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Excuse me, Mikon, do you have a moment? What happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Geez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Been added to the truth bullets section. Okay. Yoko's body is suspended against a pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against a pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it! Who did this? According to Monokuma, the cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono's all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body there. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. That was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Ah, Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way. I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help? If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside Hyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it. Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? But fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Akane! What's up? Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that? I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right? Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing. Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on. There's something. Is this what you're looking for? Is this a key? It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. Key to her motel room, huh? If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, it's very unlikely the killer tampered with this evidence. Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Kyoko had with her all along. Motel room key has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything. You looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think the strangest is the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it'd be a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? Two dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain is not wide enough. It can't reach from one end of the stage to the other. It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain of the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring this curtain from the supermarket? If they went that far, this was probably something the killer really needed for this crime. What? Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty? See? Take a close look at the floor. Ah! If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain? Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here. Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it? If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off the bloodstain. So, what was the killer trying to hide? Smudge on the floor. I mean, Ibuki's sandals are covered in blood. Ah, the AC. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right. You might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. Baton lighting control panel. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. Seems you can use the control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hang body. Speaking of lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. Why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them? I see. So you noticed too, Fiend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you noticed that aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting? You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and... There is no need. Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy, now's the time for you to take flight. Foo-ha-ha! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark devas of destruction! The hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Choo-choo! It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. That is amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks. They're my four dark devas of destructions. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper? It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it. It appears there's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt. This is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper. Is it dummy thick or is it dummy stick? Alright, Oops. I do need to check on the pet. Alright, time to give it 2 more presents. American Clacker. Mesopotamia. The American Clacker might be for Sonia because she likes foreign things. Spy Spike, you gotta give him fresh kicks. You gotta give your pets fresh kicks. And hope meter is now full. It has happened once again. Two of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Kyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And those two are no longer here. Ah, such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right? We must do this then, for the sake of the two who have fallen. So, two at once. I'm still not convinced they were killed at the same time. The bodies were just found at the same time. So, that means... Hold on, I'm gonna pour myself some more carbonated beverage. It's not alcoholic, I swear, it's just lemon lime. And it tastes really good. The cherry variant of this one is kind of weird. I don't like the cherry version as much. Maybe I've had way too much of it, but I like the original lemon lime flavor the best. I don't know. There are some cherry flavorings that are wrong. Well, not wrong, they're just not right. But there are some cherry flavors that hit just the spot. Like the Jolly Rancher cherries, they are really good. Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What? Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it? If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue? Remember when we came to the music venue? The door was locked. If it won't open, the only thing we do is force our way through. I wonder if that's going to be possible. Of the four of us, two of us are girls, you know? Doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! As Fuyuhiko signal, we charge the door full force. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh? The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. They locked the door from the inside. The killer wouldn't be able to escape outside. Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, and they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us? You know, don't they use tricks like that in a lot of mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely going to find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but I heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was a kind of cool entrance. Besides a broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it? Looks like there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber. Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but as she said that, Chiaki bent down and scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Why are you putting it in your mouth? Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this chewiness. I see, this thing must be maybe a glob now, but it doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly into the gaps of the door. But what are you talking about? Just as I thought. It tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? That's gotta be putty or something. This might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say? I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident, for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No. Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No! This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know. I see. That's disappointing. Are you okay, Akane? Hey, you're okay? Are you still not feeling well? Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Gundam, Did you direct your gaze to the brave stature of my 4 dark devas of destruction? Is that all? Oh, right, the broken machine. Shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. This appears to be a surveillance camera unit. Kazuichi put in the music video for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean? Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me. But I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing, one more time before I go to sleep. And so, I went to the patient rooms and noticed Ibuki was gone, so I quickly ran out of the hospital, so that's what happened. And then I saw Fihiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Huh? That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? Mikan's account? Yes. Who doesn't have an alibi? Sonia might not have an alibi. Nagito has an alibi. Akane doesn't. Gundam has one because he was there when we were there. If the door was locked with a drumstick, that means someone stayed in the music venue until we all gathered and hid. Staff only. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside is the storage room. Might as well investigate in here too. I've only been going 42 minutes. Okay. Sticker. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines I've never seen before. Guitars, drums, there's a banjo, a ukulele. That little round. It's not a sitar. It's not a balalaika. No about guitars, but they don't look like they pertain to the case. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or is he trying to stay in guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped-over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding, Hiyoko, probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Oh, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh? But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you can explain to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After you said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. Carbonated wallpaper and paint on the shelf. Probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. This edge of the wallpaper. Looks a little torn, but what does this mean? I guess it's everything important in the storage room. Guess I should go back to the music venue. Alright, well, this room might be close to finished investigating the music venue, but I still need to talk to Mikon. I need to get those autopsy results. First, let's look at the pillar. Because it's way overdone. How about it, Mikon? Have you found out anything by now? To tell the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. But because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body's overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for the killings. So common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. Miguel was an imitation killer. Even so, why do they feel the need to do something like that? Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed? It's certainly conceivable. If the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Well, hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried that there's going to be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fellow, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem, on this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule? Well, if killing everyone once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all. And I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right? If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right? Ugh. Alright, fine. That's right, there's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. That makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a max of 2 people, it means a third victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what? Like I said, that movie. When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is... Of course, it's an imitation of that movie. Based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that. And it can't be helped. Yes, I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? Should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Movie theater. See, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. And I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place. Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital, too. Maybe some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. Definitely give it my all till the end. To the motel! Seriously, it looks like the simulation is breaking. Air conditioned. I just remembered, everyone inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. Might be faster just to ask someone. You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room is Hyoko staying in? Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Clatter, clatter, clatter. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. It opened, just as I thought. This key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. So, Hyoko is staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Never! The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room? Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by the coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru was no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh? The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, that Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own. She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say? And that was when she kicked me out. Could it be Hyoko remembered that? Were you saying she went to the music venue to wear a kimono? I can see that happening. Yoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. Can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? Uh, I never told the story to anyone. And I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Hidden Monokuma. I have 221 of these things. Every time Monokuma shows up on these screens, I get a chill that makes my heart leap. The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Hey, Hajime, can you explain to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, he met up with Mikon and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened. This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall, Gundam. Didn't you hear me? A body was found. Body? Yeah. Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monome. So Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? Well, Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikon panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh? While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island? No, we went to the movie theater and a street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anybody. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikon and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body. What, do you still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan to I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Fuyuhiko, I don't doubt you, bro! You're A-okay! If it was locked from the inside, nobody could have. Nobody who was with me could have done it. The hospital. Hey, you prepared the surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'll be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only been a few days. Should investigate the lobby first. Surveillance camera, on top of the reception desk, as long as music surveillance camera uses assurance, it's possible broadcast for this. Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? Why'd you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with his camera? Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if a surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions. Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation. Yeah, I can't tell. She climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope end. That's all I saw. The candlelight was being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore. Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Ah, hold on. At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try and stop her. But I didn't make it in time. Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm headed over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking it, but did she seem a little upset? Well, yeah, because you questioned her ultra 300 IQ gamer brain. Akane, there you are. Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here? Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikon back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue. But leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Looks like this is an open room. There shouldn't be anybody inside. Should look somewhere else. Oh, right. Looks like this is an open room. Whoa. I'm going to apologize to Chiaki. What's this? It's pitch black. You can't see anything. Where's the switch? Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there? If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hajime, if you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes. Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window. Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it. I got it. Got what? The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they're probably careful about light shining through. A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black, light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? Bit about being embarrassing if I look and troll fail? I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. Apologize to her! Hey, did I do something to make you angry? I'm not angry, I think. Well, are you or aren't you? If you're not angry, you wouldn't have done something so weird. Yeah, I'm already over what happened earlier, so you don't have to worry about it. Is she teasing me? Apologize? Apologize, man! Man. This isn't a room for patients. It looks more like an on-call room for hospital staff. Well, this cluttered medical equipment makes it look like a storage room. This is the only on-call room working in a hospital must be tough work. So, if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck is going on with this island? Medical equipment and nursing tools. There's a lot of other medical stuff here, too. This room looks like it's used to store equipment. There's nothing particular catches my eye. There's a bed. It resembles the ones in the patient's room, but these are probably for breaks. Now's not the time to rest. You should go back to investigating. Man! I'm glad Mikon didn't catch it, but then she'd be more assertive, and it would have been much more entertaining to see her suffocating us. I call her best girl for a reason. To the movie theater. Hmm? Oh, I passed it. Duh. Oops, sorry. Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. Means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their crime. Uh... Hmm. Weird. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet. And you really should watch this movie first. Manager, customer's here. Yes? Did you call me? Huh? Hajime's a customer? Do you have a problem with it? You said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million. You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing. In exchange for not watching the movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it. But my resistance wasn't in vain. Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See, it's this one. I'm sorry I was born stupid. You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still going to watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket. Okay, here you go. Alright, says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once. Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay? Hajime, about that invitation ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Guess I should just wait till Monokuma finishes his preparations. Can I put the sticker back? This reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. This one. Looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with decal of Monomu's face. I catch your eye, it's an all-purpose tote bag for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item, only one person can have it. If the tote bag is gone, that means... Oh there, were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad, it's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to? Stupid, there's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it? Ah! I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference? When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. So there's two of them. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Sorry, I have an itch. Oh, we're level 40 now. Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away. This is exciting. Exciting! Here we go. Nope, I gotta go this way. apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audience to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed. Oh dear. Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head. Now then, let's meet again for the class trial. One for each head. Ha 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 ha. Goodbye, bye, bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. One for each head. He was crying through his penis. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to the movie, you know now, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the Lion's death too. It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that right now. Or, main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but not sure if that's even true. Wizard of Monomi has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. It's already time. So, this again. You go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. First, I want a report card by skills at 15. Increase focus gauge. Increase influence gauge. Don't I have envious influence? Increase jumping power, increase turning power, increase max speed. Okay, I'll get that. Fine sword. Sharpness increases by 5. Effective during rebuttal showdown. Cannot be combined with excellent blade. I'll get that one too. Alright. Jumping power isn't something I really need. Downshift, no. Mood maker. Shift mood to your favor, effective during rebuttal showdown. I like the rebuttal showdown. I'm not gonna lie. The music slaps. The mechanics honestly provide the spice that the class trials needed. Because if it was more of like DR1, oh, it would just be me objecting to every statement like an Ace Attorney. Now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoka became victims in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. One of them has to... It has to be a suicide. Alright. Sorry, I started singing the... I don't even know what I was singing. It was a mix of diddle-doo, 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 diddle-doo. Oh, God. I got scared, man. It was just hanging there. Oh. Okay. Is he here? Everyone who heard the announcement gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough? Is everyone here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk, hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what'd you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops. Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. And now then, I gotta go first. Hold on, I won't let you escape. Did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off. Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years. More importantly, it's best we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. But why are you so excited about that? Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Now let's go. Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. He's gonna open his mouth. His mouth. His mouth. Sorry. Stepped on the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. That's what I suddenly noticed. I noticed our lined up silhouettes kept getting smaller and smaller. I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. When it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of darkness, and I walked into that place. My mind feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, two people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him. Why bother? What? No. Let's begin. In the beginning of the long-awaited class trial, please... It's beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoto, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. She was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those two is among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. So the curtain to the third-class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. So, with that, I have to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been intense, and I love it so much. So, that being said, just remember, this was a lot of fun, even though horrible death happened. But I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!